A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47.
Oh, so that's who they are. Byron Washington's daughters. I couldn't place them at first.
That's right. Zoe and Sophia's dad is president of the Pax Mundus Foundation. It's the most influential conservative think tank in the last decades. Pax Mundus is like the cradle of climate change denial. I mean, just saying their name will make an environmentalist collapse into a fetal position and suck his thumb.
Huh. So how did two pampered socialites end up becoming treasure hunters?
Boredom, I guess. You know, from what I hear, the twins always had a cruel and restless streak. They studied at Princeton, and let's just say, they made a splash. Zoe Washington bullied a sorority rival named Deirdre Fitzgerald to the brink of suicide. And Sophia was exposed for running a coke ring.
Talk about rich kid syndrome.
Exactly. In fact, that is the very defense used by their superstar lawyer, Ken Morgan of Morgan, Yates & Cohn.
Right, didn't he die recently? In a Bangkok hotel? I heard he was assassinated.
Ah, that's just an alt-right conspiracy. Anyway, after the coke ring scandal, the twins faded from the party circuit. Apparently, they began to travel the world, seeking thrills and adventure. And that's when a chance encounter with Blake Nathaniel in the Congo gave them a taste for fortune hunting.
That Blake Nathaniel, who heads the Ark of Legacy?
I guess it's a small world when you're rich and infamous. Of course, that's where the similarities end. While Nathaniel is a gentleman adventurer, the twins are somewhat more, how do you say, heavy-handed?
You're talking about those roughnecks who always followed them around. Like that Adrian Salazar.
Yeah. Ex-Cicada mercenaries, mostly. Call themselves raiders. Zoe and Sophia employ them on their missions. Word is, they kill and blow up anything that stands in their way. Amnesty claims they annihilated an entire indigenous Amazon tribe while searching for the lost city of Z. But they never found the smoking gun.
Wow. I'm just not sure how I feel about that.
Well, we've been led by an ex-KGB spy for about 3 decades. If that doesn't leave you a bit thick-skinned, I don't know what does. They're fresh blood. That's good enough for me.
Your Highness?
Ah, Miss Washington. We were just discussing your stage stunt. Seems rather pagan, if you ask me. The Ark Society is not going mystical, I trust?
Just adding a bit of oomph, Your Highness. Humans like rituals. It's just how our brains are wired. Besides, we want the Phoenix ceremony to inspire awe, wonder, and excitement. But after all, these are exciting times.
The potential collapse of civilization is exciting to you?
It depends on how you deal with it. Walls and windmills, Your Highness.
I don't like her.
Director, don't you look dazzling?
Zoe, when can we see the body?
Shortly, Raoul. Muriel, the preservation specialist, is getting him ready as we speak.
This procedure, what's it called? Plastification?
Plastination.
Plastination. Is this truly what Janus wanted? Going on display in the Ark of Legacy like a wax statue? He never mentioned anything of the sort to me.
I assure you, his last will was quite clear on the matter.
And may we see this last will?
You can ask our lawyer, Mr. Yates. But I already know the answer. Now, if you'll excuse me. Is the interview room ready?
Just about, Madam Chairwoman. The equipment's set up, and your colleagues down there calibrating.
Nice. I can't wait to see the initiate's face.
About that. The polygraph I get, but an ECT device. You're not actually gonna electroshock these people, are you?
Not if they tell the truth, I won't.
But they're pampered billionaires. Think of who you're messing with. They'll sue you blind if you violate them like that.
Then you don't understand the wealthy. These people are used to all doors being open to them. A closed door drives them mad. Show them a closed door and they'll chew off their own foot to gain entrance. I can go full Stanley Milgram on their asses, and they'll still smile and ask for seconds.
Why, Miss Washington, you're as scary as they say you are.
Well, I haven't been shot at for months. A girl needs her fun.
Good evening, Zoe.
Wow. How does the one guy not wearing a mask still come across as anonymous?
It's a gift. So, I hear you've taken steps to make the initiation somewhat more exciting.
If there's one thing I've learned from leading a team of gung-ho mercenaries, it's to have a proper screening process. I'm sure you agree.
Oh, but I do. In fact, for future gatherings, I would like to add some questions of my own.
Ah, you're recruiting.
The unfortunate events of these past few months have left us with some job openings. Where better to find new operatives than here, among the cream of the crop?
Where indeed?
Good. I'll be in touch.
Damn that Blake. To bring the Cloud Serpent here, of all places. It's almost as if he wants Sophia to try and steal it. Conniving bastard. Cornelia, you made it.
Zoe! I've been looking for you. Or should I say, Madam Chairwoman?
Don't make me feel old.
Nonsense. You and Sophia are the most exciting people I know. Speaking of, what's your next adventure?
I wish I knew, but Sophia, it's like she's lost her taste for it or something. This place is all she cares about now. I don't know. I get restless is all.
Well, you're not getting any younger. Maybe you should take a break, hit the beach. A bit of self-pampering never hurt anybody.
Thanks. Let me think about that while I go toss myself from the top of the keep.
Oh, Zoe. You'll never change.
Zoe, we were just discussing the new initiatives. What's this I heard about a space colonization project?
Titan, yes. Something for the pioneers. We are also launching a WBE initiative this year for a different kind of pioneer.
WBE?
Whole brain emulation. A one-to-one scan of your brain allowing us to upload your mind to a network server or transfer it to an artificial body. It's the next step in human evolution.
Good grief. The Arctic City and the Cryo Lab I get. Those are just glorified life insurance, but all this to boldly go stuff? I don't know.
All new ideas are scary at first, but the Ark Society should be about more than surviving comfortably. All the great explorers and innovators in history were part of the elite, like us. Give it time. I think you will be as excited as we are. Doctor, the mask suits you. Raoul, I'm sorry for your loss. I know you and Janus were close.
Yes. He took me under his wing, back when I was just an aeronautical engineer. I would never have built my own space agency without his tutelage. And now, we may beat the ISA to Mars.
Why stop there?
Yes, your Titan initiative. Janus would have thought it was a pipe dream. He was a realist.
Janus was a man of his time, but you will find that Sophia and I are driven less by fear and more by awe and wonder.
And here I thought you were driven by danger and greed.
I see no conflict. Neither should you. Frederick! No hard feelings, I hope.
I'm sure Janus picked you for a reason, even if I myself do not see it.
What Janus saw was the need for a bold new vision. For too long, the Ark Society has been about harsh survival. But a crisis is also an opportunity. We want to inspire our members to become explorers. In the old days, who mapped the world? Who discovered the laws of nature? Was it the poor, huddled masses? Of course not. They're too busy being huddled. We are the elite. We shouldn't just batten down the hatches in the face of disaster. We need to cross the horizon and plant some flags.
Stirring. I see why I lost. Me and my conservative view that the collapse of modern civilization is something to dread, rather than celebrate.
No one's celebrating, Frederick. But if you got broken eggs, you might as well make an omelet. Shit. It just sits there baiting us. At least Sophia's too busy to come down here. Not sure she'd be able to resist the temptation. Still out here?
I'm hiding from one of the Van Orton heirs. I forget which. I'm afraid he's a dreadful bore. Oh, that reminds me. I completely forgot to tell you. Guess who I ran into in Tuscany?
Who?
Deirdre Fitzgerald.
Who? Oh, right. How'd that go down? Did she still carry a grudge?
Did she still? Zoe, she almost killed herself. If her roomie hadn't been a medical student.
We gave her a hard time, that's all. The pills were her choice.
True enough, but still. I mean, she was polite enough, but I don't think she ever really put it behind her.
Don't beat yourself up. That was a long time ago. Besides, you should never let other people's weakness drag you down.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, I didn't mean to ruin the mood.
You didn't. I gotta do the rounds. Talk later.
Zoe, I was looking for you and Sophia's contribution to the Ark of Legacy, but I couldn't seem to find any. Don't tell me you're not donating this year.
I'm afraid so.
Drats. I bet Cornelia a grand that you would beat Blake Nathaniel this year for sure.
Yes, well, we've been so busy taking over leadership from Janus that there was little time left for treasure hunting.
Say no more. I went through the same thing at Monumental Pictures. Seems like when you're really good at something, eventually you're promoted out of it.
Ain't that the truth? Professor, long time no see. Thank you for coming. The mortician is almost ready. Only a few more minutes, I promise. Any update on the token hunt?
Not at this stage, Madam Chairwoman.
Keep me posted. The Cloud Serpent. So close yet so out of reach. I sure hope you don't do anything rash, Sophia. Cornelia. Still dodging that weak-chinned Van Orton heir?
I told him to get drinks. Then I ran for it. Speaking of men, where's your father? Byron Washington usually never misses a gathering.
He's laying low, I'm afraid. You know those terrorists who've been targeting the global elite? Someone at Interpol suggested that he might be next. It's probably bullshit, but you know, better safe than sorry.
I'll say. Papa has upped his security too. Luckily, we Stuyvesants stay out of the limelight. There's a good chance those terrorists never even heard of us.
Right. What is it your family does again?
Oh, we dabble in a little bit of everything. Papa's tried to explain it to me, but I'm afraid it's all so mind-numbingly dull. Funds that own companies that own other companies that make things that everybody uses, but no one thinks twice about. It's about as sexy as a 90s ice cream ad.
Forget I asked. I'm off. See you later, Cornelia.
I'll be skulking.
Your Eminence, you honor us with your presence.
The question?
I think that Janice was about
Thank you for coming. The wake will start shortly.
While Zoe and Sophia are too busy.
Do we have a winner?
Not yet, Madam Chairwoman.
Keep me posted.
Oh, Zoe, I bet you can help me settle a bet.
Yes, I did get a nose job, but not out of vanity. This Amazon native shot me with a blow dart, and I don't know what kind of poison it was tipped with, but my skin started falling off, and then...
What? No, silly. It's about Janus? A friend of mine says he didn't actually die of old age. That there was some kind of foul play. I figured since you're his successor, you'd know. Was Janus murdered? And was it connected to the Ark Society or his old KGB past?
Oh, those rumors. Did you hear the one about the poisonous blueberry muffin? Or the exploding oxygen tank? Or maybe the one where he was killed by his own nurse. Plenty more where those came from.
So, it isn't true.
Cornelia, I assure you, the only thing strange about Janus's death was that it didn't happen sooner. And now, I must be going. Have fun, okay? Thank you for coming. It won't be long now. How are the initiates doing? Did anyone make it to the interview room yet?
Not at this time, ma'am. That treasure hunt's tough.
Keep me posted. Looking good, Cornelia. Cornelia, go have some fun, girl. Jesus, Cornelia, just blow him off already. Hey, Cornelia. Find me in a couple hours. We'll hit the bar.
What else? Yes. Zoe Washington, one of our newly appointed chairwomen, has prepared a brand new official ceremony scheduled to take place in the upper courtyard. A stirring ode to rebirth and the enduring spirit of mankind. I believe that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy your evening. The bar is right up ahead.
What's with that weird bird effigy?
It's the annual Phoenix ceremony. It symbolizes the collapse of civilization from which the Ark Society emerges unscathed and triumphant.
Ah, rebirth. I get it.
What's new is that the Master of Ceremonies will light the effigy on fire with Zoe Washington inside it.
Huh. A bit showy, wouldn't you say?
Hey, whatever sells.
What's up, guys? Zoe come through here? I worry about that burning effigy stunt she's pulling. I think she's understimulated. Maybe you could take her shark hunting or something?
I hear you, Soph.
Anyway, back to the imminent end of the world.
Fenneker, thank Christ. Ready when you are.
A handsome pledge, and yet a drop in the ocean. Zoe Washington, the Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor, our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Patrons of the Ark Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live and we must soar. The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress, be it our next home in the stars or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes, and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
Looking sharp, sir.
Look at you, Fenneker. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing. Light her up.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes, not just to survive, but to live.
That shit doesn't get the juices flowing. Sis, pick up. Pick up. Shit. Yeah, it's me. I just had the most amazing rush. It reminded me how much I want to go back in the field. Screw all this corporate power bullshit. Like, who cares about becoming the constant or a partner? The bullets, the blood, the danger, the thrill of the hunt. That's what it's all about, Sophia. Oh, let's round up the boys and go in search of the Templar's lost treasure. What do you say? Just stop scheming for 2 seconds and pick up your damn phone.
So, shouldn't she, reappear? Isn't that how it's done?
That would make it a magic trick. This was more of a symbolic performance, I think.
Oh, art. You know art?
My guy knows about art. I just buy what he tells me. Anyway, she's probably out mingling. Zoe loves the spotlight.
Have you even seen anything?
Venegar, you did good out there. We should talk about next year. See if we can't up the stakes.
Oh, I have a few ideas of my own.
Psst, Earth to Venegar. Burn the money. Venegar, you moron. I gave you one job. One. I don't know what you're playing at, but you're in the doghouse now. Look alive, boys. This ain't a vacation. Any of you seen Zoe? I just hope she doesn't accidentally kill someone with that ridiculous ECT device. A fried billionaire is the last thing we need on our hands.
I read you loud and clear, boss.
Anyway, you boys take it easy.
Initiate. Let's see those tokens. Congratulations, Initiate. Now the real trial begins. Hey, Miss Washington. An Initiate has completed the treasure hunt. Yeah, understood. Bringing him to the interrogation room now. So, you think you got what it takes, Initiate? You think you got the stomach for what comes next?
I can hold my own.
Is that so? You some kind of tough guy?
Tough is for amateurs.
Oh, Miss Washington's gonna have a field day with you.
Welcome, Initiate. Take a seat. Good. Now pay attention. This is a polygraph machine hooked up to an ECT device. That's short for electroconvulsive therapy, and I assure you it packs quite a punch. In a moment, Ms. Zoe Washington is going to ask you a series of questions, and I suggest you answer truthfully, or the machine will know. Is that clear?
Very.
Good man.
So, you made it this far, Initiate, but now the real test begins. Is the machine operational?
The ECT device is set to medium voltage. I don't recommend going higher than that. This setup is still largely untested.
Well, as long as the Initiate speaks the truth, we won't need to. Has my colleague explained the rules to you?
Exhaustively.
Good. Let's begin. And do not attempt to deceive me. First question. Are you the best in your field?
Yes.
True.
Very good. Now, are you willing to break the law if required?
Yes.
Checks out.
I see. And can you keep a cool head under pressure?
Yes.
He's not lying.
Interesting. Well, you're just perfect, aren't you? Maybe a little too perfect. Are you a reporter working for the liberal media?
No.
True.
Well, that's all I needed to hear. Congratulations, Initiate. You have passed the test. Follow me. So, you'll need to dress the part. Over there is your new set of robes. Wear them with pride. You're one of us now. Nice. Suits you. Okay, time to join your peers. Follow me. As a fully fledged ARC member, you'll have special privileges. First offer on our top suites and bunkers, early access, you name it. Would you like to be on the first ship to Titan? Well, you can now.
Fascinating.
Of course, with privilege comes responsibility. You are expected to invest in future projects approved by the Council and to donate to the Ark of Legacy.
Not a problem. I'm very accountable.
That's what I like to hear. In fact, a man as composed as yourself could prove useful in other matters. We should discuss the precise nature of your business, but that's for later. Just a little further now. Well, here we are. Goodbye, Initiate. And, welcome to the big leagues. Interesting. Well, you're just perfect, aren't you? Maybe a little too perfect. Are you a reporter working for the liberal media?
Yes.
False. Now, why would you lie when the truth plays in your favor? Do you think this is some kind of joke, Initiate? If so, trust me, you are sorely mistaken. Amp up the voltage.
Yes, Madam Chairwoman.
Now, let's try something else. Are you a follower of our late founder, Janus?
No.
Checks out.
I see. Are you then loyal to Sophia and myself?
No.
True.
Loyal to no one, huh? Perhaps you would like to be chairman of the Ark Society, Initiate?
No.
He's not lying.
You are fickle and self-serving, but a lone wolf can be useful. Congratulations, Initiate. You've passed the test. Follow me. Interesting. Well, you're just perfect, aren't you? Maybe a little too perfect. Are you a reporter working for the liberal media?
Yes.
He's not telling the truth.
Now, why would you lie when the truth plays in your favor? Do you think this is some kind of joke, Initiate? If so, trust me, you are sorely mistaken. Amp up the voltage.
Yes, Madam Chairwoman.
Now, let's try something else. Are you a follower of our late founder, Janus?
Yes.
Nope. He's lying.
Look, I don't know what kind of game you're playing, Initiate, but I'm warning you. Do not test me again. Increase the voltage.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you have an ulterior motive for being here?
Yes.
True.
Aha! I knew you had a secret. You don't look like a reporter to me, so what? Corporate espionage? Do you plan to steal Ark Society trade secrets and sell them for a profit?
No.
He's not lying.
Huh. You're a strange one, Initiate. Your motives are obscure, and I do not trust you. Clearly, you're not what we're looking for. Thank you for your application. You are excused.
You should head back to the common areas, Initiate. Better luck next year.
Now, do you have an ulterior motive for being here?
No.
Nope. He's lying.
Enough! Don't say I didn't warn you, Initiate. You brought this on yourself. Crank it. All the way up.
Madam Chairwoman, Zoe, are you sure that's wise? I don't even know how far this thing goes. Could be dangerous.
Do it. Now. Moment of truth, Initiate. Are you pretending to be someone you're not?
Yes.
Checks out.
That's it. Last question, then. Were you sent here to kill me?
Yes.
True.
I knew it. You're not going anywhere, Initiate.
Hey, you!
Now, do you have an ulterior motive for being here?
No.
Nope. He's lying.
Enough! Don't say I didn't warn you, Initiate. You brought this on yourself. Crank it. All the way up.
Madam Chairwoman, Zoe, are you sure that's wise? I don't even know how far this thing goes. Could be dangerous.
Do it. Now. Moment of truth, Initiate. Are you pretending to be someone you're not?
No.
False.
Oh shit.
One target down.
There, Commander.
Nice work, 47.
Yeah, it looks
Next up, Sophia Washington.
Blake. And what are you supposed to be? A lion tamer? How predictably juvenile.
Zoe, your eyebrows have grown back nicely. Good for you.
Cut the shit, Blake. I should have my guys toss you from the cliffs. You have any idea what your little stunt did to Sophia? She's lost her taste for danger because of you. I haven't been in the field for 3 goddamn months. That's on you, Blake.
I didn't know that.
Well, of course not. You're clueless. Just stay the hell away from both of us, Blake, or you will be sorry. Any luck on that trace?
Nothing yet. So, I've been meaning to ask, when do we head back out? The boys are getting restless.
All in good time, Adrian.
Before you were appointed chairwoman, all you and Zoe talked about was finding the lost treasure of the Templars. Are you going all corporate now?
Look, the partners chose to approach us directly. It's unprecedented. It's a goddamn burning bush. If we play our cards right, the sky is the limit.
The sky is boring, Sophia. The action is all down here.
That's what Zoe says. She lacks perspective, too. Screw you, Blake. Up yours, Blake. Piss off, Blake. Blake, aren't you dead yet?
Oh, no. I know exactly. Zoe, did you put her up to this?
Did I put her up to this? How delightfully obscure.
You know what I'm talking about. Someone took the Cloud Serpent, and I think we both know who.
You think Sophia... Oh, Blake. You dumb son of a bitch.
Are you saying she doesn't want it?
Of course she wants it. But she wants it from you.
What's that supposed to mean?
You figure it out. I don't have the time or the crayons to explain it to you. Men. Jebediah Block. Why, you're looking reasonably calm. Guess my sister is a better saleswoman than I thought.
Well, I hear Zoe Washington has been very much involved in the planning. She even had a rare relic shipped from the Ark of the Legacy. This Tsar dagger that Janice wished to wear at the wake.
I bet she just wants him out the door. The old man casts a long shadow.
That's a bit cynical, isn't it?
Come on, the twins barely knew Janice. Besides, what kind of 20-something cares about continuity anyway?
True enough.
We're all set. Cue the music.
You, playing dead? This takes me back. Good thinking, 47.
That's odd. Who gave the signal? Oh well. Everything seems to be in order. Suppose we move ahead.
Thank you for coming, everyone. The service shall begin in a moment.
Thank you all for coming. As Janus's successor, it falls upon me to say a few words. I'll keep it brief, for there is little I can say that does the man justice. Janus was our founder, and like all true visionaries, he was far ahead of the curve. While we, the privileged class, were blissfully toasting the end of history, Janus saw the writing on the wall. As a veteran of the Cold War, Janus knew better than anyone that when true disaster strikes, the rich are as damned as everyone else, unless we work together. Janus never got to see the collapse, but died peacefully in his sleep. And yet, what he started in 1991 will one day be hailed as the dawn of a new age. One where the best among us can thrive, uninhibited. This is Janus's legacy. Long live his memory. And now, you are welcome to pay the founder your last respects. You should know.
So long, old man.
People
You had
always
a better
are.
run than most.
And
Most
I
successful spy in modern
always
history.
will.
Oh, and that whole Jasper Knight incident was just brilliant.
He died the way he
Anyway,
lived.
Enjoy your
Let's
rest.
leave it at that.
You've earned it.
Easy for you to say. Some of these morons think Sophia and I had something to do with his death.
Now, why would they think you'd be capable of a thing like that?
Wow. So fierce looking even in death.
Forget it.
That mortician is a genius. I totally believe that you once wrestled a brown bear to a tie. Anyway, Godspeed, Mr. Janus. Sorry I never knew you.
Goodbye, Janice. We won't forget you. Odd how you helped shape the 20th century, and yet nobody knows your name.
Das Vidania, old boy. You were always the best of us. I still can't believe I never got to beat you at chess.
So long, my dear. I can't believe you're gone. Last of the greats. I'll make sure those naive fools who replaced you won't mess things up too bad. Don't you worry.
Goodbye, old friend. And thank you for everything. Rest assured, I will finish what you started.
So, here we are. You didn't want me and Sophia taking over, fought us tooth and nail, but a fat lot of good it did you. The partners, they turned a deaf ear, and deep down, Janus, you know why. Because, for all your smarts, you're just rank and file. Pedestrian middle-class blah.
And we have the one thing merit can't buy. Blue blood. That's right. Good old-fashioned pedigree. That is why Sophia and me will one day be partners of Providence, and you'll spend eternity as a wax figure. So long, mastermind. Nice job on the conservation. But no Romanoff dagger. Never mind. Not like the old coot's gonna notice. You should know. People are talking.
People always are.
Odd how you helped shape
And
the
I
20th
am
century,
always listening.
and yet nobody knows your name.
So, is it true? Was the old man murdered?
He died the way he lived. Let's leave it at that.
Easy for you to say. Some of these morons think Sophia and I had something to do with his death.
Now, why would they think you'd be capable of a thing like that?
Forget it. Let's get this over with. You smell like dollar store aftershave. I'm sure this is just as embarrassing for you as it is for me. Do better. Are you trained in this? This isn't funny anymore. Haha! Somebody help me! Somebody save me! Oh God! You think you're the first person who thought they had the better of me? This can't be happening. I haven't even peeked yet. Come on, what about my sister? Do you know what happens to twins when one of them dies? Please help me, God! Listen, a guy like you, you've got skills. I've got skills. We could get things done in the world. I know you don't want to waste that.